Live on WFLA now. Feel good and live your best life with Bloom Health Club. Here's Gail Guayardo.
Hi, everyone. I'm Gail Guayardo. Welcome to Bloom Health Club. A Tampa Bay couple is on a mission to bring scalable, sustainable, premium urban farming to our community that produces quality food solutions in both a cost-effective and environmentally friendly manner. Joining me now are the founders of Les Roots, Christina and Zach Alvarez. Welcome, guys. It's so great to have you.
Hello, hello. Thank you for having us, Gail.
So I love this concept. I've never seen anything like it, and I've grown up here in the Tampa Bay area like the both of you. But what's so cool is your backstories. Talk to me like you guys were off in New York doing your thing, and then you came home with this mission statement. How did it all come together?
Well said. Do you want me to kick off, sweetie?
Go ahead.
Okay. So Zach and I lived in New York for years. My background is in the culinary background. I moved to New York City and I went to the French Culinary Institute and worked in food. I worked in restaurants. I worked in food media. I worked for Food Network. I've done a lot of different things in the food arena. So I guess you could call me like the creative mind behind Les Roots. And then my husband, Zach, I'll let him give a little background on what he brings to the table.
Yeah, so my background is finance and accounting, investments. Worked for a big accounting firm in Tampa for a while, and then moved to New York when my wife was going to school at the time, and moved into their Manhattan office. And we just started our careers, and we're continuing our careers in New York, and then found ourselves ready to come back home and figure out something really cool and unique for the community to kind of start building our own presence back at home. So
that was one thing that was really important to us because we both have deep roots in Tampa. I'm a fourth generation. I actually come from a fourth generation family business in farming, different type of farming, but in tobacco. My family's in the premium cigar business. So I've always had that a part of me. And then Zach has, again, deep roots in Tampa as well. So it was really important once we came home to bring a little bit of New York to Tampa and then just our own expertise, and Les Roots was born.
Les Roots, and we're looking for our folks that are listening right now, we were looking at how Les Roots grows its produce. And you see these, hydroponic and aeroponic grow systems, which allows you to really focus on local sustainability and supporting local businesses.
Absolutely. We are all about supporting not only our local business, yes, but local businesses surrounding us. I mean, we have a wonderful female-owned business right across the street from us, Sprout Gardening. She's got beautiful plants, and when we opened up our market, we went over there and we were like, let's get the plants from her. And again, we're all about supporting the local, and Tampa is growing exponentially by the day. So there's more and more local businesses opening up. So we're all about, again, supporting the local businesses surrounding us. And then, of course, we appreciate people who want to support our local business as well.
And, Christina, you mentioned, fourth generation and being in a farming business. And my family was the same way. I'm third generation. My children are fourth. And we were in the dairy farming business in Brandon. And I remember when my grandfather stepped out of it was when they started injecting the cows with chemicals, bovine somatotrophin, to get them to produce more milk. And that's when he was like, you know what? And there was no organic market back then. So we got into land development instead, but he couldn't stand to watch the cows, bloated like that. And it was so unnatural to him. And it wasn't part of our family legacy of doing things that way. So I've always been so passionate about the foods that I feed my family and how I feed them. And I know that the both of you have young children. You have a 10-month-old, you have a 2-year-old. I think it's really important that we start being more mindful about the foods that we're consuming if we can.
Absolutely. We could not agree with you more, Gail. We're very conscious of what we feed our children at home and what we feed ourselves, what we feed our families. So for us at Les Roots, I mean, we feel the same way. Like our customers, both wholesale and retail, are an extension of our families. That's how we see it. They really are an extension of our family. As we're taking care of our own, we'd like to take care of all of our own, meaning all of our customers. It's very important to us because nowadays, unfortunately, you can't trust what you're getting in the grocery stores. And that's in part why Les Roots came to be, because we wanted access to cleaner, healthier produce. And hopefully, as a brand, we can continue to grow outside of the Tampa Bay area because it's something that we want more areas within Tampa and also outside to be able to have access to. It's really, really important.
Zach, talk to me about the business side of this. Like, how much food are you able to grow on this footprint?
Yeah, so we operate in 4,000 square feet, so a little less than a quarter acre, and we are able to produce over an acre of crop. So in less than a quarter acre. So we the vertical towers allows us to grow in the air versus traditional in soil. And so, we're able to produce a lot in a quick amount of time utilizing the aeroponic towers with a lot of the natural elements in the greenhouse, the natural sunlight, good clean water, and obviously no sprayed pesticide as well.
Yeah, which is so incredible. And now your business model is to work with local restaurants that want to serve their customers these types of foods. And now you're actually pushing out into neighborhoods. I mean, people can order online, have it brought to their house, delivered, or come by and pick it up at the farm.
That's right. So we initially launched a business to go direct to consumer, but we got inundated by chefs and restaurateurs in the very beginning and wanted to establish our processes and get everything buttoned up with the equipment. And so we did launch to a handful of the more higher end restaurants and customers local, and they loved it. They were always like, what can we get and how much can we get? And we need more. And it was a lot in the beginning.
A little overwhelming for sure.
Yeah, a little overwhelming. But, we didn't want to take our eye off of supplying the immediate local consumer. That was really the staple of our business model, was to get clean, accessible produce at an affordable price, pesticide-free, to the local consumers that could just walk in or order on our online store. And so we've kind of gotten back to the traditional model that we wanted to roll out to. So we've kind of pumped the brakes a little bit on taking any more additional wholesale business. But the ones that we do supply currently are very special customers to us. We have, deep relationships with them, and it's a good, two-way street with the ones that we have kept. But we've now started to lean back into supplying the consumer and rolling out the direct-to-consumer with a delivery program at your doorstep. In addition to, if you don't want to spend, a few bucks on a delivery fee, you could spend those few dollars on an extra package of produce, lettuce, herbs, whatever it may be, and come to the farm and actually pick it up the day of it being cropped and packaged.
That is so cool. Well, the push to help Americans access foods that are not sprayed with hard chemicals is on at a federal level. I mean, there's no doubt about that. And your business model really supports the vision of where we're trying to go as a country. I mean, I pray that this all comes to fruition.
Us too.
But you're working towards that just in what your own personal mission as a couple is, correct?
Most definitely.
Yeah, that is, when we started this business, it was a real estate investment that turned into a business that we've always wanted to do. Mm-hmm. We rolled the dice and we did the business. And, it was in the middle of COVID when things were very hard to get. You were having these import issues. Grain was like a big problem. And, my wife and I are sitting at home quarantine saying, we really need to do this business. I mean, you need to inject a food source in the middle of these popular, dense areas to just supply the local. If you just focus on that, demand's endless. And then, in addition to expanding the business model, you just mimic that same model into another dense urban area that needs the food supply, like Tampa is starting to, kind of request and want more and more of. So that's where we kind of ended up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tampanians are speaking for sure.
That's good.
is
And as
great.
they should, as they should. I wanted you to take a listen to an interview that I had with Del Bigtree. He's the head of Maha Action, which is a bipartisan not-for-profit that is on a mission, like you guys are, to push ideas like this out on a federal level. So let's listen to Del.
So many people talk about traveling in Europe that they're being told that they have a gluten, allergy here in America, but they eat gluten in Europe and it's not affecting them at all. And so I think we have to start wondering, is it actually these pesticides and herbicides that are on our wheat, that are in our food supply, that we're having the allergic reaction to? And
All right. So, I mean, obviously he's talking about wheat, but there's definitely our food is being tampered with, even when it comes to produce, because there's no way to ship it across the country without tampering with it.
I'd say especially when it comes to produce, unfortunately. Yeah, it's even when you buy organic, you feel like, oh, I got organic, I'm good. Not necessarily. It still requires cleaning. It still requires, preparation before you ingest it. Gail, we were speaking about this earlier, sometimes the harmfulness is actually the seed, part of the seed of the product. So how do you get rid of that? And that's what, hopefully at a federal level, we can deter away from that, because it's so dangerous to us as humans. I mean, animals ingesting, it's just a terrible thing that we even have to worry about this. So as far as lay roots, we knew from the get-go that pesticides and chemicals were not going to be a part of our DNA, and it never has been, it never will be. And for us, it feels great actually that we can just, snip something off of our towers and consume it right there. We actually don't even wash our product. It's not necessary. So we would love to have more of lay roots available to more of not just the community, but the state and beyond, because we feel like this is a real problem that we're having in the United States. I mean, he said it himself. When you go to Europe, you're consuming gluten and you feel light and you have no reaction to it. And it's just sad that this is something that we have to worry about here in the United States.
Yeah, it's really sad. Zach, I want to talk to you more about getting this concept out to more areas, because it would be great if people are building a housing community to have lay roots on the property. I mean, you're not talking about a lot of space here, and you could feed a lot of people, correct?
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, we've explored endlessly expansion. We've been approached in all kinds of different facets of how do we go about that. The problem is the expense of putting a nice farm in the middle of a high-end neighborhood comes a high price. So, we've explored this opportunity where, we've talked to developers that may own the building, own the land. The roof typically is never utilized for anything but an air conditioner unit. And so the ability to put greenhouses on the top of a development is something that we've explored quite a bit. In addition to finding other local areas that really have a demand and local consumer base that is looking for clean eating. You find pockets in certain areas that want it, or maybe it's not that big of a concern. But Tampa was the perfect trial and kind of test for this, and the response was amazing. And so, as far as expansion, we've looked at partnering with maybe some developers on a rooftop. In addition, the Florida Aquarium is one of our day one customers, and we used to feed the animals in addition to the consumers that come into the concession. And so we've now kind of elevated to more of a creative approach to maybe even implementing our farming and our methods into their attraction, and them also utilizing that farming to feed the people that come to visit, in addition to the animals, where we just kind of inject our processes, our procedures, our product, our seeding, and train their horticulturists that are on staff. So a really unique way to explore a new business opportunity. And maybe it's not, for-profit opportunities all the time, because I feel like, doing good for the community and around you will, a byproduct is success and money, and not so much the tail wagging the dog on it. Oh, it has to make money. No, this is a good opportunity for the aquarium, for the animals, for the people that go to the aquarium. And, so we're currently exploring a unique opportunity with that as well to really kind of expand our scope of growing and kind of, helping the community at the same time.
Yeah, and and as more cities like the city of Tampa is looking for ways to build affordable housing for people, which is, a huge need in our community. It would be great too for some of the lower income areas to not always have to deal with food deserts and food that they get from the convenience stores, which is only making them sick.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, and we've started the attempt to reach out to, Feeding Tampa Bay and even, YMCA, and we don't really have a lot of waste. We grow to order. We really are conscious on not wasting anything, trying to utilize every piece of product that we can. But we do have sometimes, product that we want to get out that maybe is, subpar, or, we just have a little bit extra of something. So we have started exploring those options to try to get it out to even people that maybe aren't interested in ordering online or coming to the farm, but maybe some of these non-for-profits that could help kind of disperse the product as well.
Yeah, and feeding people, like you said, in lower income communities that are going to gas stations or shopping at the grocery store and shopping on the inside of the grocery store, which is like more of like the processed foods. The processed foods are what eventually makes us sick and causes carcinogens to build up in our bodies, and then that causes cancer, and that's why cancer is at an all-time high. I mean, it's really sad, and we're seeing more and more people, have cancer diagnoses that are young. I mean, in like 20s and 30s, and then of course, children. I don't even want to get into that topic, but in other words, for us, if we could reach the lower income communities and give them access to healthy, clean produce that is only going to help them feel good and keep them healthy and strong, that's very much something that we, like my husband said, are exploring and want to continue to make sure that idea comes to fruition.
That's incredible. Mm-hmm. Well, as you can imagine, people have a lot of questions when it comes to what you do. So we put it out to social media, and here's what we got back. The first one is water quality important in hydroponics?
Oh, yes.
100%. We do start with city tap water. We also utilize rainwater, which is also obviously Mother Nature's fresh water and has a much lower pH level to start with. But we do go through a process of clarifying the water to get it to the right pH and nutrient level to then optimize the growth of a plant. So the first year was a trial. We did bring on a plant biologist about a year into the process, and he helped us dissect the genetic of every single plant that we grow. And then what we started doing was dialing in the water to maximize the growth of each of the products that we are offering to the public.
All right. The next question is, what is the difference between aeroponic and hydroponic farming, which I know you do both?
We do both. Yes. When you grow hydroponically, we're using water and Mother Nature, sunlight. When you grow aeroponically, we're growing under lights. So our microgreens, they're a little bit more finicky, require a little bit more light. So that's why we grow those under lights versus our our leafy greens, our lettuces, herbs, etc. Those are grown in the towers that you see right here, hydroponically, using, again, air, water, and sunlight.
That is incredible.
Yeah.
The next question is your farm unique to the Tampa Bay area? Or are there other business models like this across the country?
I'll let you take that one.
I haven't seen anything like what we're doing in Tampa. There are other indoor farmers that do, or attempt to do something similar that we're doing, but nobody that's really utilizing all the things that Mother Nature has to offer like we are doing. And that's kind of what we've learned from generations of farming. My wife's family, farming is a tough thing because, people want to automatically go to indoor and lights and electricity. That costs a lot of money. It's not sustainable as a business. What we've learned is utilize as much of the free Mother Nature resources that you have, and then you implement those new ways of farming where you need. And that's kind of where our unique approach of using the aeroponic and hydroponic methods, in addition to natural air, natural water, and natural sunlight.
So incredibly cool. All right, last question. We have a couple minutes left. Are there reliable home kits?
Yeah, so we have the ability, if you did want to try a tower garden, they make some that are about 5 pots tall with lights that come along the side. So if you did want to park it inside your house, that is an option. And so we do have the ability to access those.
Or seedlings. We've had requests for seedlings.
Or seedlings. So yeah, we've recently been kind of dubbed to, hey, we have a real hard time trying to start plants. Can we just buy the seedlings from you? Absolutely. There's companies, that's all they do is ship seedlings across the United States. So if you do have hydroponic systems or aeroponic systems and are having trouble starting the basil or the lettuce or what have you, you could reach out to us on our social, and we could get you kind of a list of whatever we have available, and we will sell seedlings at a baby size.
All right. Well, I still have a hydroponic system in my garage that I've had, I think, probably for 6-7 years now. Never put it together, and then the directions washed away in the last hurricane. So there's that. So probably I'm just going to go to La Roots with the rest of the community here in Tampa Bay. But just, hey, listen, guys, on a personal note, we were talking about our roots being here in the Tampa Bay area, and I've always just had such a pride and genuine joy to see businesses like this take off. So thank you guys so much for what you're doing. It's really, really incredible.
Thank you, Gail. And thank you for the support from the very beginning. We really appreciate you.
Absolutely. And we're always here as you guys expand. Bloom and the Bloom Health Club will always have you guys. Thank you so much for joining you, and we'll see you on the next Bloom Health Club.